T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
Joy Seekers are live.
And welcome once again. It's Sunday. It's the Joy Seekers Sunday live show. And happy Easter. And you can see Marcus has got his Easter bonnet on.
I got my Easter bonnet, yeah. So
I'm ready to catch that.
Let's get this over with, huh?
There we are. And Jackie's got the Scotty. There we are. Well, happy Easter, everybody. And a quickly say hello to Stevie and Russell and Brian, Kim, Gary, how you doing? Sally,
Jerry.
Someone else, and Jerry. Oh, so Jerry's there as well. So, yeah, we have no joke teller tonight, so we're looking for a volunteer to join us later on the show to come and tell a joke. So, any volunteers, let us know. There we are.
Hit that thumbs up, folks.
And don't forget to hit the thumbs up. All the thumbs down. We got some last week. Wonder why. Anyway. Well, it's happy Easter, as you can see above my head. Happy Easter. Or wrong way around. And so then we have Kev below and Marcus over there and Jackie down there. And anyone else in the full house? No? Right, okay, then we'll bring on our special guest. I wonder who it could be tonight. Well, I just told everyone, didn't I? So,
let's welcome this week's Drone Seekers live show special guest.
with no experience here is Al Duran. Welcome back to madness, Al. I bet you've missed us, haven't you?
Definitely do. Steve, how you doing?
Yeah, we're good. Help you show him all these little racing drones he's got there, and his special tip for repairing things. What is it, Al? Again, what we got? Mix super glue and
baking soda, man. We got a special kit for sale for you guys right now. Just go to duranify.com and I'll set you up. I got a gallon's worth. I'll divvy it up. Just tell me how many ounces you need. Legal. It's legal.
You'll do a roaring trade with all the broken FPVs that are out there now.
Yeah, so if anyone's watching, has anyone got any cracked or broken bits on their drones? Just go to duranify.com and Al's got, as he says, got a special kit. It's guaranteed. It's better than super glue. Perfect. There we are.
A special brew.
A special brew. It is a special.
Exactly.
Does it stick your fingers together like super glue, though?
Oh yeah. It fixes broken fingernails for ladies. I know that. Jack, you don't have any because you're a good chewer. But I know, Marcus, you own a couple of 100,000 shares of super glue. So yeah, we're gonna make you rich. Yep, that's him. Oh, over there. Oh, over there. There.
It gets so confusing.
Yeah. Al's been sniffing the fumes. Right?
Oh, no. I got a special drink.
Oh, right. Coca-Cola and super glue and baking soda.
Oh, man, I was out flying last night. I actually walked across the railroad track bridge and sat down on a pier. It was scary. It takes a big kahuna to do this one. And I'm sitting there flying, and I got my goggles on. And I'm like, Oh my gosh, that's some good stuff. Where is it coming from?
Who's in the goggles?
So I'm landing the drone and I'm catching it, and I hear this lady in the background going, "Hey, can I get a picture of your drone?" And I catch it and put it down. I turn around and go, "Were you the guys that were just having a really good cigarette over there that happened to be a left-handed cigarette?" And they were like, "Oh yeah, did you smell it?" And yeah, that.
Gary's got a tip for us. Styrofoam packaging, stuff mixed with acetone makes extremely strong glue.
Oh yeah,
there you go.
Outside.
Welcome, Eagle VP. Nice to see you again, and I've seen you before. So yeah. Okay, well, all right, Gary. Well, yeah, maybe you and Al could get together and sort of, come with some deal.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Where's
Johnny Dronefly? How you doing? Right. Okay. So, Al, so what you been up to? I mean, I see you've got yourself a DJI FPV drone. So, I'll take you. I've been lots of fun with that.
Yeah. I first started, I didn't know if I was going to like flying FPV. There's a lot of people that really have a hard time with it because they get vertical effect or, something just, they don't like flying it. But I started out with a really small little kit, and then I moved up to this little bind and fly from Emax. Obviously, I can't get it to camera to focus. Come on, camera. There we go. Yeah, this little guy right here, as you can see, I already modified it with Duranify. What's on here is it's actually one of the hot glue, right? So I put a better camera on it, and this thing right here is $100. This is $100, and then a controller will run you a little bit more. This is about $200, but I bought it used for $100. So $300, I'm in the game and just loving it because you crash these things all day long. Okay, you crash a bend a prop, you bend it right back, and you keep on flying. And this little guy here, let's see where my batteries are. Oh yeah, they're there. The batteries are dirt cheap. You can pick up like 6 of these batteries for $30, wow. and you could just recharge them in your car. And little tiny USB port, doesn't draw that much current.
So what type of batteries are there? They lithium. What type of batteries are they normally?
Yeah, 1S lithium polymer, Steve.
Yeah.
So are these the ones that you can't leave charged?
Yeah, you should definitely put them in storage mode if you're not going to be flying them. But
right, okay, yeah.
I fly them. I mean, I just walk out the door and fly them in my front yard because it's so quiet and so easy to do. So I really got into it. So, when you buy the DJI FPV drone, you get the goggles, right? And they're digital goggles, and then you get the digital controller. So when I purchased this, I was like, okay, I'm going to leverage all this stuff, right? So I'm holding $800 worth of stuff here and another $400 worth of here. So you essentially buy this drone for $400. Okay. Right. And so I'm like, I'm going to leverage my investment and start flying digital because I already have the infrastructure to fly digital. So I purchased this guy right here, which is the Emax Baby Hawk 2 HD. And what it comes with is a Cadec Vista with a Nebula Pro camera. And since my DJI kind of screwed me with this because they didn't release the firmware to be able to bind to this. Okay. I then just put a little tiny receiver in here, and the receivers are dirt cheap. I'm looking at one right here. This is the FR Sky XM Plus receiver. You can see that it gives you all the instructions. I soldered it in. Boom, I'm bound up with my controller. I'm flying with my digital goggles.
Okay.
Incredible. So now, that's the good thing about if you're into the FPV HD stuff is that you already have the infrastructure except this. So as soon as they upgrade the firmware, then all I have to do is take out that little, you see those 3 little yellow wires in there, stuff like that, red wires. I'll solder those, and then I'll bind to that because the Caddis Vista already has that interface there that I could use for flying it. So that is what I decided to do. That's why one of the reasons that I bought the DJI FPV drone.
I suppose the good thing about it, of course, you're getting more value for money because obviously those FPV goggles are designed for the DJI FPV drone, and you can use them for using obviously a lot better quality digital against.
Oh yeah, because
system in it.
Yeah, because if you're using like a Crossfire interface to, you buy a Crossfire module that you can put in the back of your receiver, and it flies long range, right? That's what you need for long range.
Gary wants to know, could you remember?
You buy a long range module. You buy a long range module, and then you could fly this guy here. Oh my gosh! The other thing about this thing, I bought some lithium-ion batteries. 28-minute flight time. 28 minutes. 28 minutes.
That's impressive.
So not only is it a freestyle drone, you also now have a long range drone because the frame, it's just so light. And
how do you get on wearing those goggles? And because I've heard so many people saying that they get like almost like a head swimming sort of like just by wearing the goggles.
Yeah. One time I like flying standing up, but I prefer sitting down. So I'm sitting there flying, and I got in trouble, and I was just like trying to get around this tree with not hitting the branches and not trying to throttle and all this stuff. And all of a sudden, I'm like start wobbling, and I'm like, I'm going down. I'm going, but I can't let go of the controller because I'm going. And then I caught myself going, I just got to land it. And then I was like, holy crap. So now I've learned that when I fly, I just hold my head down and just fly. So at first I was doing the Stevie Wonder thing, like
very superstitious.
I'm making a turn, and now I'm just subconsciously just saying to myself, relax, keep your chin down, and just work your fingers. And but it takes a little bit of training. There's no doubt about it. We're probably talking 50 hours before you feel comfortable.
Wow, 50 hours of flying.
Yeah, so you gotta put in your time, just like anything else. Is muscle programming, because you're doing the visual thing, but you gotta work the sticks, man.
Well, Lauren was asking you so.
So that's what I've been doing, Steve. Sorry to bother you, Jackie.
Well,
so if anyone else says anyone fancy FPV flying,
and I'm learning about it.
It sounds too complicated for me.
I still learn about antennas.
Batteries in that was in my GoPro.
Yeah. And you learn about antennas too. So when you're flying with the analog system, the signal bounces off the trees and bounces back, and you get these lines across there. And then what you do is you get a polarized antenna. Then as the signal bounces back this way,
right,
it only allows signals to come in horizontally, and then you filtered out the goofy lines that you see. So yeah, it's a new world. It's a new realm.
But Gary, I'm just saying, Gary's got to shoot off now. So he's got Lauren said he looked like Budweiser. It must be. He did look like Budweiser. Yeah, definitely do. But he's not Budweiser.
Lauren's from Canada. It's got to be Molson up there. I mean, Nobody drinks Budweiser in Canada.
Lauren, do you drink Budweiser in Canada?
What do they drink in Canada?
Molson.
And what else?
Just
They
most.
drink
Maple syrup.
they drink Duff beer.
Canadian whiskey.
That's the Simpsons.
There you go. I was going to say, you put it in a
I
glass.
think it exists, Jackie. I'm sure. Does it exist, Marcus?
What, Duff beer? It does. Yeah.
Duff beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a company that made
Read it. Me
yeah,
and Craig read it.
yeah, because of the Simpsons. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, so the Duff beer come after the Simpsons, not before.
Yeah.
Oh, after. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, all right, okay. No, I didn't know. I thought it could be I thought it could be a company called Bernie. How are you doing,
Hello, Bernie.
Bernie? I bet Bernie's good at telling jokes. Bernie, can you
Yeah.
tell
We
a
can
joke?
get Bernie on to tell the joke at the end.
Yeah,
Bernie, you're live in half hour, okay?
You do realise Bernie's probably up the top of a mountain somewhere. We can't get a signal. So Bernie, if we say about half an hour, you reckon, Jackie?
Yeah, that'll give him time to prepare a joke. See you in half hour, Bernie.
No, so we've got a special guest later on tonight going to join us just to tell us a joke because Terry's not here. So Bernie, half an hour, you're on.
Hey, Stephen Deere.
Hi, Steve. Yeah. Beer makes it.
Hey,
I love this.
That's true.
Oh, God.
So I've got a question for my UK friends and even in Spain. Do you guys eat a snack called Cheetos?
Now,
No,
what?
even exist?
we call them Wotsits.
Cheese
What?
Wotsits. What's it?
Wotsits.
It's
What's
spelled
it?
WOTSITS.
SITS.
It's on
Yeah.
yes, that's it, yeah.
Huh, I'll be darned. I'm just curious. My wife brought those up, and I thought, well, anyway.
Bernie, you've got half an hour to Google one.
Yeah.
Come on, don't let us down, Bernie. Come on.
Hey, with Facebook, how do you guys see the messages from the guests?
On YouTube and on.
Oh, you got it
Facebook.
on YouTube? Okay.
Yeah.
Not Facebook. Okay, gotcha.
2 devices.
Do they not appear down the side then in StreamYard?
It does.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
If you
yeah, it's
put
down the side as well. but-
comments in
I
StreamYard,
can't
you'll
type
see
there.
everything.
But if you have YouTube open, then mute that tab because you get feedback
Oh
already.
yeah, you will get feedback. Definitely get feedback. So you say yes.
Okay, because I was like, where are you guys getting this? All right, guys, I need your help. Here's the deal. 70 subscribers away from 3,000. Okay, my goal. Thank you. My goal is to reach
That's
5,000 this year. And so anything you guys can do to help me out, I appreciate it. So that's where I want to go to, is hit that 5,000 by the end of the year. Man, I appreciate it ahead of time for helping me out. And,
Okay. Well, anyone hasn't seen Duran Fire's channel? If you can put it up there.
Al, if I could subscribe twice, I would.
Thank you, sir. Thank God, do the same for you, man. Your channel is rocking.
What is the Easter Bunny's favourite music? Hip hop, of
Hip-hop.
course.
Well, if Bernie lets us down, we've always got Lauren.
But one condition, Lauren, you got to come on the show and tell the joke live. This is the challenge. No use hiding behind text. It doesn't work. Because otherwise, you know what's going to happen? One of us will tell a joke, and it'll just fall flat on his face. Like,
Yeah, exactly. No, we can't step up to it. It's got to be outside.
we haven't got
It's the way
you,
Terry tells them.
you've got. I mean, you've still got half an hour, just under half an hour, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
What a joke.
Bernie won't let us down.
And all we got to do.
Okay, I'm going to put Al's channel in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Marcus. Appreciate it.
So anyone not subscribed, anyone hasn't looked, Al does a lot of drone videos of sort of various sort of adventures and whatever. Some very risky adventures with a Skydio going across a bridge, which has got to be one of my favourite ones. But
And
more
the
recently,
Skydio going swimming.
more recently, flying his FPV drone down, chasing trains and chasing. So check it out. And Harvey. See, Harvey would tell a joke, wouldn't he? I reckon Harvey.
Yeah.
Harvey heard you clean
Only
joke.
seen earlier.
Yeah, I've seen anything we need to not put all our eggs in one basket. Excuse the pun. But I've got a lot of eggs.
Bernie will come good.
You win this one, or you can have that one. Unfortunately, they're not very real. They're very artificial eggs. The grass, I overwater the grass. They cover the eggs up.
So I have a question for the panel. So what are you guys are doing for fun? What are you doing? I mean, besides, playing video games and getting in simulators and all that stuff. I know, Jackie, you like to ride your bike and stuff like that.
Oh, you just got another subscriber there. Look, Jerry just subscribed to the channel. There we are. There's one more. Yeah, Jackie. What do you do, Jackie? You ride.
I've been out on my bike a lot. I like going out filming with my 360-degree camera. It's been a bit windy lately for the drone, so I haven't flown my drone this week at all. I know. Poor old platypus. He thinks I don't love him anymore. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I play golf as well. Yeah.
You just got to fly.
No, she's a golfer, man. You got to spend money playing golf.
Another subscription there, Al, Stevie Spurs.
Yeah, saw that. Thank you, sir.
By the way, that was Jerry, by the way, not Gary.
Hey, so Kev, have you been out flying at all? Have you had a chance to get out? I know you've been awful busy, but just curious.
I did 2 weeks ago because I had to do an archaeological survey from the air, my brother, but I've got to go back and do some more of that. It won't be next weekend, but maybe the weekend after. And then what I've done is I've made a Litchi mission to do an automated flight in a grid pattern. So I need to cover the ground that's specific for this archaeological site. So not dead interesting for me because I prefer to actually make a video with a landscape and rather than just ground features that I can't even see.
The thing is, okay. I mean, it's still fun. When I went out on Friday, I thought I'd made plans to go out on Friday. I went out and was it cold or was it cold? I mean, it was absolutely. 1 hour of flying. That was it. I thought that's it. Me done. Drone in, back in the car. And I go home. I thought I was like,
yeah. Today would have been ideal, but I've been busy.
Yes, we're gonna have to. So that's Brian, by the way. That was Al. Brian from Drone Seekers. So another subscription there.
Hey, I want to second Jackie's post there. If anybody that hasn't seen that video where she goes hole by hole at Latour, it's just a little bit of genius. No, it's
a bit of golf. It's golfy. It's heavily golfy.
Yeah, it is. But Jackie, it's also very creative.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm not a golfer, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm just saying.
Bernard Manning used to say, "It's the way I tell them." For you, Jackie, it's the way you make them.
Yeah, indeed.
Good point. Yeah, definitely good point. And Steve, you're a very good animator and kind of a producer of stuff. I mean, the stuff you produce for your intros are amazing. I'm always enjoying it.
I can't really take the credit for that, to be fair. I mean, Jackie creates most of the intros. I mean, Steve Essex. So there's a bit of an intervention from, I think the main contributors have got to be Jackie and Steve Essex. and I sort of maybe just
you put it all together, didn't you?
put it together. But and that's it. I mean, I certainly wouldn't take the credit for it in no way. I mean, I see what Harry wants to go, and Jackie creates something, and we mess around with it and create it. Steve Essex creates a bit, we chop it up a little bit, we do this, we do it, we get it how we want it. So yeah.
Team effort.
Yeah, team effort. That's what it's all about.
Well, Jackie, I like to. Oh, sorry, Steve.
I'll just a quick hello to Dee Dee. Happy Easter, Dee Dee. And Bernie has let us down.
Oh no! Right, who's going to do the joke then? Stevie Spears.
Marcus.
Lauren's
busy typing.
Very quiet.
Lauren, come on.
Well, Jackie, I was going to make a proposal for you. I was going to say, you tell me the Skydio video you want me to make, I'll make it in return for an animation.
Okay. Well, we'll have a think about that.
Okay.
Excellent. I'll message you later.
That will be the video that flies it from the USA over to you in Spain.
Hi, Stephen. How are you? I'm not sure where you are right now, Steve. I can't remember. You did say where you was going on. You're a secret location that only to be found by Terry, who's part of MI6.
Yeah, it's tonight to help us.
That's why he's not here tonight, by the way. We're going to blow his cover. He's doing a mission for MI6 there. I've said it.
Yeah, that's it. We got to be careful because no question, that's national security at risk here.
That's why he couldn't tell us. He'd have to shoot us if he told us.
Yeah.
So look here, I'm just let it out there. He's on a mission. MI6.
He's on a mission.
Hey, I did put a link to Jackie's video in there if anybody hasn't seen it, the golf video. Yeah. And by the way, I do want to add that we've all often wondered if Kev is an undercover Russian spy. So,
don't let that out of the bag as well. All the secrets in one night. Come on. So let's go through this in order. Then, apart from me. So, Jackie.
Lauren's let us down tonight. No, Lauren's not up for it. Oh.
Yeah, he can't. There's reasons for Lauren can't.
Do the music.
Don't do that.
So this is Comrade Kev.
Okay, hang on just a second here. Siri, tell me a joke.
Siri never gets it right, man.
Oh no,
she never gets it right.
She didn't. Hang on here. Siri, tell us a joke.
She's ignoring you.
So here, what she's doing is she's writing it out. She's not talking.
Anyone got Alexa?
So let me read it.
Alexa.
We'll give Marcus a trial. Come on, read the joke.
It says, "Why did Adele cross the road?"
Don't know.
To say hello from the other side.
Oh.
That's almost as bad as one of the chicken cross.
Oh boy.
Might have to do though, mightn't it?
Well, it's better than we could do, that's for sure.
Lauren says, sorry, Jackie can't be on the show.
Yeah, they let us down. Well, we've got Marcus and Siri, so you know.
Oh dear.
Lauren is under DNA.
Due to our secret drone operation.
That's kind of a secret. That's kind of an inside joke. Under DNA, it's really under NDA. But anyway,
right, Bernie, don't worry about us. You just leave us in Stuck. We don't care. Yeah, you take care and be careful on the mountains. Take care. We'll see you next week.
At least the meal made an Easter egg.
Yeah.
Oh look, Lauren's got another one. Where
Lauren?
We're
trying to find out.
Where does he go for a night out?
Nice. Good. Have a good time, Lauren.
Don't know.
Enjoy your party night.
Come on, Lauren, tell us.
To the hot.
No one know?
Type, Lauren. Type.
Chocolate bar.
Oh.
No, Lauren, you have to do better than that.
Going through the chocolate bar.
You see, and this is why we have Cherry on the show.
Yeah.
Because he's the only one who can tell a joke where we just laugh. Because it is genuinely funny. Apart from the one he told the other week that no one understood.
That's only because people didn't understand what toasties were.
What was it? Oh, toasties. That's right. Yeah,
These toasties.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't really tell the story before.
Yeah. Oh, what you got, Marcus?
Yeah, they're starting to show up. They're starting to show up completely unsolicited now. The postman just drops them off. So yeah.
Good for you, man.
The SG 908. We'll be doing a test on that. It's another under $200 drone. So
there's such a headache to review.
Yeah, keep your expectations in check.
Yeah, spin it 3 times, turn it upright, spin it up your head. Yeah. Okay, balance it. Okay, I think it's ready. Oh no, he's gonna hit me! Watch out!
That one actually reminds me, Steve. It actually reminds me about the horse walked to the bar. The bar said, "Why the long face?"
What's that?
Why the long face? So, do I need to explain it to you, Al?
Oh, God.
Yeah,
a horse has a long face.
You got to explain it. It's no good.
Back face.
No, it's no good at all. It's no good. So that's it. We'll I like that one.
Yeah, I've seen that one. I've seen that one on other drone shows. I think that's where Lauren saw that one.
The drone shows do jokes? No.
Well, occasionally you see them in the chat.
Hey,
Okay.
We've got a copyright on that, you know.
Oh boy.
Joking on drone shows.
Yeah.
All right.
But only if you have the music to go with it.
Question
The
to the
show's
panel.
really going downhill. We didn't really win up with it in the first place.
Oh boy.
Sorry, Gary. Yeah.
All right, question to the panel. What is the best drone shirt or sticker you guys have seen?
Sticker?
You know, like
Yes.
Yeah,
of course, the Seekers, right?
Yeah.
It's right up there in the corner of the there in the corner of the screen.
Yeah.
Right above Jackie's head.
Up there.
He looks like he's floating.
Ooh, what did we hate? Down. Stop.
The best one I've seen is, before you ask, yes, it's expensive, 400 feet or 121 meters, about 20 minutes. What's the other ones? About a mile or 1.6 kilometers.
Yeah.
Well,
see the t-shirts with that on. Yeah.
Well,
My mum's had her second, though.
Yeah. A number of people, but thank you, Stephen. Listen, I'm absolutely stoked about it. And the part that's kind of a mystery to me is how Europe got so far behind the U.S. and the U.K. It kind of blows my mind. Because, Jackie, you haven't even been able to get your first yet, have you?
Nope.
Yeah.
We'll be getting our first probably in September, they've told us. And it might be Johnson & Johnson, so just one dose.
That blows my mind. That long? That's great.
I
I get my first one on Wednesday, guys, so I'm looking forward to that.
Marcus, how long has it been before you had? You was only about your first one about 4 weeks ago, wasn't it?
3 weeks. So because I got the Pfizer, the gap on the Pfizer is 3 weeks. And I can tell you, literally here locally, they got plenty of vaccine. They're begging for people to come in. As a matter of fact, I believe it's this coming Monday. It's 16 and up.
Yeah, and here in our area, they post like grocery store. Publix is here in Virginia and Florida and the eastern corridor of the United States. And CVS pharmacies are a very large chain of pharmacies in the whole of the U.S. They administer the shots too. So you go to their website daily, and you can see. You put in the state, and then you just sign up.
Mm. I mean, I think it's going to get to the stage. I mean, at the moment, obviously, we've got a bit of a shortage in the UK. So what they're doing is they're not taking any new first vaccinations. They're catching up with the second ones. So we just done just over 30 million, which equates to about half the adult population in the UK.
So the UK is doing great.
Just over 5 million for the second vaccination in the UK. Yeah. And of course, I mean, you've got to bear in mind there are some people who are are not going to exercise their right to have the vaccination until in the UK. So it could well be we might have in another 15 million people. That might be it for the UK population for the time being. It depends whether I mean, they're talking. I think one time there was a survey talking about. I think it was 26% of the population of the UK said they're not going to have the vaccination.
I bet some of them changed their mind though.
Well, I mean, if they bring out this passport, which they're talking about doing, then anyone who fancies going abroad or wants to do a lot of things might struggle a little bit because this passport is going to allow you to do these things or not. I don't know how it's going to work, but I think it's a good idea, but that's just my opinion.
I'm with you on that one, Steve.
Yeah,
we're straying a little bit off of drones, but I mean, it is important to us because.
Well, actually, you say that, Marcus, but it's not because I mean, what my whole consensus is, if I am free to travel, I can go to Spain and go flying with the Spanish drone seekers. So technically, it is off track, but on track at the same time. That's my method, my madness is the fact that I can be able to travel further and be able to do what I want to do.
That's what we all want, isn't it? We all just want to get back to normal.
We want to get back to some whatever. If it's the new normal, then fine. But I mean, the thing is, I mean, it's great going out and flying the UK, but unfortunately, the weather most of the time in the UK is not flyable. It's not the drone that's the problem; it's the weather.
It's the weather.
Careful about that one.
So 3 days a year.
Exactly.
Hey, I was just looking at the population of Europe itself, and it looks like if you take Russia out, you guys are like 700 million. What do we have in the U.S. now, Marcus? About 500?
No, 330, I believe.
That was the last couple. That's getting old on that census. About 330.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know that now.
So I know in Virginia they've inoculated 1.7 million already.
Bye, Dee Dee. Happy Easter.
Yep, happy Easter, Dee Dee. Come and tell us a joke next time, Dee Dee.
You know who she is? She's Sergio's wife.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a bit confused. We weren't sure it was Michael's, but it wasn't. It was Sergio's. Yeah, and Dee Dee was flying Sergio's drone when he weren't there.
Yeah.
Or at least she said he was.
Oh wow! So Harvey was saying
that she got tons of jokes. Look. We could have a resident Jones. That one I've got one. That's all right.
Harvey was saying that in Spain they only count the vaccinations that both have been given.
Because then you're vaccinated. You're not vaccinated till you've had both doses, are you? So it's a good way to count it.
Well, it's. I mean, the AstraZeneca is actually proven in America. They actually did a test on the AstraZeneca. They said it was after the first dose was 79% effective.
They keep track of both.
That bears off, I don't know.
Yeah, I know they're always posting both 1 and 2, the final vaccination. So yeah, But here's the problem we're going to see is that all those databases that they're keeping track of people are freaking unsecure. So people are having a blast exploiting all those names.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, well,
Joke?
exploit all you want. I'm fully vaccinated. I mean, I don't. What's to exploit on my vaccine card? I've had 2 injections. I mean, people are kind of freaking out about that, and I'm going, well. The only argument that I've heard that is that people have shown, like when they got their card when they got their first vaccination, and then somebody will pretend that they're them and go in and steal their second. Does that? But
oh, really?
But who knows if that's just something somebody said. I don't even know. I struggle.
I don't think you get one at the UK because obviously it goes on the medical record, and obviously if someone else goes in and gets it for you,
what's the point? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. But to your point, I do not consider myself, even though I got the second jab yesterday, I do not consider myself fully vaccinated until 2 weeks. 2 weeks from yesterday, then I'll say, okay, we're good.
Marcus, the thing is, I mean, you've got more protection now than you did have, haven't you?
Yeah.
No question. Yep.
Yeah.
No question about it.
I mean, I've got more. I've had one jab, and I've got more protection than I did have.
Yeah. No, I don't have enough protection, Steve, to get a haircut.
Not yet.
I've got nowhere to go and get a haircut from until the 12th of April. The shops are just not opening. And when they do open, I'm going to be first. Well, I'm not going to be first in the queue because it's Monday. I'm back at work. So
I'll send you my pair. You could use.
Yeah,
There we go. We're done.
Marcus, Sally wants to know: did you feel ill with Pfizer?
Sally, when I got the first injection, I was a little bit, I wouldn't say sluggish that next day. Not, didn't feel terribly bad. On the second injection, boy, my arm is still a little tender. It was really sore by yesterday evening, and I definitely was feeling, I'm going to describe it as sluggish.
Right.
Yesterday evening, woke up this morning just fine, and it's barely sore.
Because Sally had the she had the Pfizer, so she got a second one coming up shortly, I believe. I thought Haley had the Pfizer as well, I think. So most of our family had the Pfizer. I'm a guinea pig. I had AstraZeneca. just Steve needs scissors and a bucket. Oh, I see the bucket round the head. Oh, yeah. I thought you meant to catch the herring. I was going to say the floor and screwed up. I think I'm getting the dog shears and just.
Hey, so I see Stephen Sutton posted on there about an AR video, and I'm struggling, Stephen, to remember what that. I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember. AR.
Is that augmented reality?
Yeah, maybe.
I was trying to look it up. I can't find it.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry, Stephen. I'm struggling to remember, or I'd be happy to. But we'll look for the product release. So anyway, yeah.
The wrong one.
It'll tell us in a second.
Artificial intelligence? No, artificial what?
This wasn't the one in AR video. It's on the display.
Hey, and I want to answer Gary Bauer too. Gary, all the really cool people get the Pfizer vaccine.
That's an idea. Just use a drone for a haircut. Yeah, good idea. A couple of drones will stand underneath them.
You first, Brian.
Yeah.
Now listen.
You can get a good haircut with that, couldn't you?
Yeah, HoloLens. Oh, yeah. Now I remember what he's talking about. Remember, Stephen tried out that HoloLens, so we'll get to see that soon. That's going to be good. Yeah.
Mm.
What was it? I can't remember.
Wasn't it?
You remember? So it's kind of similar to your. Steve, I'm trying to remember that rig that you have.
The Epson.
That's it.
Epson glasses.
Yeah, the Epson glasses. But the one that he had, you could you could just look around and you still could see the drone, but you could see through it as well. So.
Okay, yeah.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah.
So is it augmented reality? Is that what it stands for, AR?
I'm pretty sure that's what it
I
means.
think that's correct. Augmented reality. Yeah.
No, I mean, I still want to fly with them again because once you got the hang of actually using them glasses, that's what I was saying to Al about wearing those sort of glasses or those sort of goggles where they cover your face and almost like could give you a sort of claustrophobia of wearing these things. But whereas the Epsom glasses are just like wearing ordinary glasses, really, and you can just see the camera. You sort of look through it or above it or at it, as it were, which is brilliant. So next time I come to Spain, Jackie, hopefully it'll be working. You'll actually see them.
I'll actually get to see them. Yeah.
Because every time I go to Spain, I go, we're going to get these glasses working, and they don't work. They don't work.
I think they were just a pair of sunglasses, and Mission Impossible.
Well, I've got some nice little sort of covers now for them, Marcus.
Yeah, pairs of those, don't you?
The free pair.
Yeah.
Only available in America, but I've got 3 pairs here. So if anyone's got any Epsom glasses, they want some nice quality, just PM me. Anyway, it's nearly joke time, folks. Are we done with jokes tonight? Are we done now?
We haven't got anyone, have we? Everyone's let us down.
Yeah, we're gonna have to tell Terry that he's got to, even if he can't not come on and tell the joke, he has to pre-record a joke. If he's going to be gone, he has to pre-record a joke.
This is a good idea. I think it works with the DJI Smart Controller. Something actually works with the DJI Smart Controller. Marcus, you should get one of them.
I sold mine. I had one. I just sold it.
Harvey's done us a joke.
Oh, you sold your smart controller, Marcus? Why?
I don't have a drone that it works on anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You sold your Mavic 2 Zoom, right?
And the Mavic Air 2 as well.
Oh, are you going to buy the sports? Are you going to buy the Mavic Air 2S?
In anticipation of the Mavic Air 2S.
Backtrack a bit, Marcus. Did you say you actually sold the Mavic 2 Air 2?
I did.
I thought you loved that drone. I did.
That one. I did.
Hey, you sold the Zoom because you love the Air 2 so much.
No, I sold the Zoom in anticipation of the 3. I sold the Air 2 in anticipation of the 2S.
What if DJI suddenly tell us we're not making any more drones?
Then I'll fly my Mini 2. I'll fly the Skydio.
Are you going to buy?
Hey, let me tell you.
Are you going to buy?
There's not a lack of drones.
It's got shelves full of them.
You think? Are you going to buy the Fimi Mini?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Because look, the Fimi Mini's got a bunch of things over the Mini too. All the artificial intelligence of Active Track, which is so much better than everybody else's, right? Haha. But and it's got all those autonomous features that the Mini 2 does not have, right? So,
Al, listen.
Does it have a
strike? Do they work? I don't know.
Yeah, Al and I both have a lot of experience with Fimi. So I've owned every Fimi drone.
Me too. Oh no, I didn't have the
V4K. Yeah, and they all had they've all had problems. They've all had kind of a fatal flaw. And I enjoy flying the Fimi X8 SE. I've got the 2018 and the 2020 version. But the fatal flaw on those is that tilted horizon. And Kev, you watched my video today. It was interesting watching that video. They're both tilted in the same spot in the same,
the same angle. The same angle.
Yeah. It's so there's clearly something. It's either in their software or in the mechanics.
Yeah, their algorithms are not correct, right? So they're using incorrect algorithms to get that dialed in. But
I'm not an engineer. I don't know, but here's the thing. So that's why I'm excited about the FEMI Mini. I think there's a ton of potential there, but I am tempering my expectations based on my previous experience. So
the FEMI group left Xiaomi, right?
I did not know that. I thought they're not part of Xiaomi anymore.
But they got strong arm back into Xiaomi. Xiaomi fired all their engineers and threw in their engineers in. So what does that mean?
Well, let's hope
that means that it's going to get better.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Because they got a bigger gorilla that they can pull from, right? So they got a lot more power, but FEMI's still going to be run as an autonomous company. They don't want anything to do with Xiaomi because...
Except for Xiaomi just fired all their engineers.
Yeah, they don't want anything to do with it. But they planted all the engineers in there. So they're kind of stuck, you know what I mean? Because they fired them all and then they threw in their group. So basically, they're going to have to produce because the way the Chinese groups are, man, they just come in and just take over, shoot everybody.
Well, listen, I think that drone is reasonably priced enough. I think initially on AliExpress, at least US, it's going to be $319. Hey, that's easily worth taking a chance on for me and Steve and Kev. I mean, for you guys too. Just it's cheap enough that it might be worth a shot. And
it's under 200. Well, the initial release is 258 grams, but that's
a whole other stupid story.
Yeah, and that's where they're going to get us because they're going to make us wait, and then we're going to be like driven to the water to buy the next battery that keeps us under 250, right?
Yeah, you can't ship batteries air freight. So are we even going to be able to buy that second battery? That's the problem.
Yeah, so it's going to come in on a boat, huge boat, and the question is, where are the FEMI warehouses?
They're in the middle of the Suez Canal right now, Al.
Sideways, blocking it,
No,
did they ever get that boat out of there?
Yes. So there's so much potential with that product, and it's even more important for Steve and Kev, like you guys in the UK, those under 250 gram drones are even more critical for you guys. In Canada, it's a big deal. In the US here, I would argue that it's not such a big deal. If you're ever going to post a video on Facebook or YouTube, it comes under the auspices of Part 107. So you're going to have to put your tail number on there anyway. 250 grams doesn't mean as much unless you're just a pure hobbyist and you never post.
Well, DJI brought out the Mini, with the marketplace and saying the weight and whatever. Of course, but when the law changed, they suddenly went, but it's got a camera on it, so you have got to register it. So you didn't get away with the CAA for very long. I mean, the only thing you can do with the Mini or the Mini and the Mini 2 is the fact you can actually fly it closer to people.
Which is huge, right? Yeah. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Because you can even fly over people.
Yeah. Exactly.
Whereas most drones are telling them, no, you mustn't do that. But, you can basically fly the damn thing anywhere you like, basically. And no one seems to, well, I'm sure you still have sort of neighbours that would actually disagree with that. but technically they can't do a lot, just upset your neighbours instead.
So I have a hard time trying to figure out what word I will put my sticker. Where does it go? And this is a 250 gram drone, right? But dude, I don't have enough real estate to put it on there.
Sounds like a personal problem, Al.
You just get some. Al get some props made. You actually get someone to actually sort of 3D print it onto the props.
Yeah, I know, man. I just printed these little 3D. Oh my gosh, you guys have a 3D printer?
No.
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 Oh,
It took me long enough to work out what one was.
All right, next question is, are you handy around the house? I know Jackie is.
Jackie's, yeah. We just ring Jackie up. So,
Jackie,
Jackie, how do we do this?
If you're not handy around the house, you don't need a 3D printer. You'll waste your money. Okay? But if you're handy around the house, you can make everything to fix your house with. If your clip breaks on your window, you make a new one. If you need to mount something on your car, you make it. And you ever go to a website called Thingiverse? Thingiverse.
Right.
You put in the subject matter, and then there's all your 3D printed files. It's crazy. It's crazy.
My Crystal Sky mount, that's all 3D printed. That comes from a guy in the States who actually makes them. I mean, it comes in about 3 parts, screws together, absolutely brilliant. I mean, it's a bit of a pain sometimes, but yeah, 3D. Yeah, there you go.
For mounting the iPad Mini to the DJI controllers.
Have you seen the smaller version though, Marcus? The one that I use.
I have seen that.
You know, you got the 2 chrome bars. It literally, you should put it sideways on like at 90 degrees to that. Turn it, and it clips onto both those bars, and it just sticks up above the original one.
Yeah.
And honestly, that it's brilliant for such a simple piece of plastic. It resolves a bit like that piece of plastic. It's a simple design, and it works. Tap marks on the head, it makes a tune.
Okay. Hey, who's the drummer in the room?
Yeah, Marcus, we've got a drummer.
Hey, drummer. Hey, drummer. Hey.
It's hollow.
Hey.
It's hollow.
I've got a 3D printed little belt thing that I put on over the Mavic battery to keep it in. That's 3D printed.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Actually, thinking about Brian, I don't know if Brian's here now, but Brian, I noticed you had in your picture, you put all your drone collection. You had a lanyard with Balder's drone seekers. I'd be very interested to see where you got that made. You want to see that? I've had to get some drone seekers lanyards with the logo. Brian posted a picture of a collection of your drone collection, and I've just happened to notice his lanyard. I thought, where did
I'll have to check that out.
So you'll have to tell us where you got that from, Brian, so we can sort of investigate a bit more. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, Brian he can't have
It's the highest form of flattery, isn't it? Copy.
Hey, Stevie, I want to reply to your comment. They really did not shoot everybody. They just threw them out. And then maybe, went missing.
Well, where is Stevie? Is he in the States?
I think Stevie, you'll need to tell us. I thought he was in the UK.
Well, actually, did mention about because the UK are talking about doing a third jab in October. I think for anyone over a certain age, you have a third vaccination.
Oh, he got his in.
Scotland.
Okay.
Amazon. There you go.
There you go.
Custom lanyard.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Brian. That's worth knowing. All right, we'll check it out.
Insult them like that, guys.
Sorry.
What?
Wait for a reply there.
So Stevie Spires in Scotland, right? Okay. Anyway, nowhere near Brian because Brian's on the borders of Scotland. Stevie Spires, Russell's from Scotland as well. I'm not sure he's here now. Russell. He was here early. He's gone early.
Yeah.
He gets here early, goes early.
You know who we're missing today is Kim. I don't see Kim.
Yeah, Kim was in.
Kim was here earlier.
Okay.
I'm not sure if he's still here, but he's maybe just in the background, and maybe he's gone to find something better to do.
Sorry, Kim. I missed you.
Apologies.
I think Kim's run off because I got him to come and do a joke.
Yeah.
Hey, Jackie, did you make the Drone Seeker International logo?
No,
Oh, that was
another individual.
That
this
was
man
Kev.
here.
Kev did
Oh,
that.
he's
See,
there. Oh, okay,
see,
right there.
Kim.
Very nicely done, by the way. I really like it. Can I steal it?
You can steal it if you want. Yeah, you can't have it. You can steal it.
Okay, I'm going to make a NASCAR shirt with everybody's logos on it.
Yeah.
I'm just put logos, all these logos everywhere. So when I go on,
I'll send you mine.
So
Kim's still here. Yeah, Kim's still here. Look, there he is. Look, he's here.
Listening intently.
Thank you, Kim. Dedicated to the drone seekers, Kim.
Yes. Always.
But no, it's that hour's gone, and we haven't even had a featured video already. Hey, what have we done this week?
We've done
nothing.
What are we done with?
We covered a lot of territory today.
Where else but on the Drone Seeker show, eh?
And we didn't talk about DJI dropping the FPV product line to Caddx. So, yeah, because the FPV product line, right? Boom. Going to Caddx. Boom.
Chip shortage related.
Yeah. And also to kind of avoid some of the import technology restrictions they've been getting, right?
That's very true. That's
on
the
actually,
entity list.
Yeah, so that's really important too, because here in the U.S. it got restricted because of the way they collect all the information off our phones and store them in, I don't know, Chinese servers. So they got hammered. But so does everybody else, right? So,
yeah.
But, the other thing, too, we should talk about the Fimi Minis coming out with geofencing. Is that correct, Marcus? That's what I read in the product line.
Yeah, there's rumors. Here's the way I look at all of that stuff, Al. It's all just rumors until we see the drone, and then we'll know, right?
Yeah, I mean, the trouble is, I think people like to sort of get into sort of this. It's like when you talk about the new, allegedly the new Mavic 3 on the horizon with interchangeable cameras and whatever. I believe any of that, but I actually see DJI advertising it as
it's all speculation.
It's all speculation,
Which is fun. I enjoy speculation. I enjoy it. I don't fault people for that, but
well, no, because it's interesting to see how close people actually are, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean,
I see it as manipulation for marketing, the way I see it, because here we are, we're talking about it, right? So we're doing all the marketing for them because we're
exactly.
They leak this, leak that, and the Chinese are excellent at this information stuff.
When you think about it, when you think
delegated, didn't they?
when you think about it, I mean, with DJI, I mean, they said they wanted to bring out a drone. Well, someone said they were going to bring out a drone with an interchangeable camera. And technically, with the Mavic 2, they did. Because the Zoom and the Pro, you can just take one camera off and put another camera on there with no issues. It would work. That was it.
Yeah, you just had to flash your firmware, and that's it. And
do you remember before they brought out the Mavic Pro and the Mavic Zoom, the rumors were that the next drone is going to have interchangeable lenses. So that's quite an old rumor, and it's back around again now.
It sticks, doesn't it, Kev? Here's the thing that we all know about DJI, and that's why there's always so much speculation with DJI. They make phenomenal products. I mean, who among us is going to argue with the fact that there's no question that their products are always the best? And I'm a big fan of Skydio, but I would even include DJI as better than Skydio. I mean, they really have down pat, and that's why we all enjoy speculating about them. And they always surprise us in a good way. When they come out with a drone, we all think we know what it's going to be, but then there's some feature in there that we didn't even know about, and we all just have to have it. We all have to have it.
Do you know the real beauty about DJI? I mean, because I don't know why I just always bounce back to the DJI drones. I just do because I like them. It's simple as that, But what I like about the fact that DJI bring out new drones is because then it makes the new drone, yes, it is technology, and it goes down in price, and people because people can't wait to get rid of it. They think, no, I've got. There's a lot of people.
Like mobile phones, isn't it? Everybody wants the newest one.
Exactly. Yeah. You see, but the thing is, the good thing about it, it gives everyone else a chance to be able to buy these things second hand, but in a good condition because people look after them in the first place.
Yeah, and it's reliable products. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
they're reliable. I mean, who here was a DJI hater before you bought DJI?
Not me.
I did not want DJI for a long time.
Really?
I did not.
What's the matter with you, Al?
Yeah.
I was a Hudson guy, man. I love Hudson, okay? I was flying the 501S and all that stuff. I had a friend share with me his Spark, and then I was like, okay. Now, there's a lot of people like me out there that anybody but the Dallas Cowboys, anybody but DJI, okay? And that's why, Marcus, you can attest to this, that's why your Xeno product line and your FEMI product line videos are probably the top viewed videos that you have, right? So I know it's true in my channel. I mean, I'll put out DJI stuff and it won't even compare to my FEMI or to the Xeno.
Well, that's I'm guessing that's down to the fact that more people do DJI videos.
Yeah, and the large channels will just suck the wind right out of the YouTube.
Because, I mean, you can't blame people for actually thinking themselves, you know what, I'm sick and tired of hearing about DJI drones, blah, 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 blah.
No, not at all.
So the way I see it, I think...
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Steve. I'm sorry.
Oh man, you're making him blush.
Blah, 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 blah. Oh dear. I forgot what I was saying now. What was I saying? What was I saying?
Was that your best Boris voice?
You got your good.
Sorry.
Okay, what were you saying now? Let's get back on track.
I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying?
I don't know. I forgot.
I
Blah, blah, blah. That's what it was.
don't know.
How much you love DJI?
Yeah. How much you like DJI because it's blah, blah, blah.
Because I think, in a nutshell, DJI, I think, have got to be one of the Rolls Royces of drones, I would say.
Agreed.
But I agree with that.
Well, I think it's more like, the Toyota product line. It's so reliable, right?
Yeah.
And accessible to everybody, where the Rolls Royces are not accessible to the common folks, right?
Oh, very, very, very quickly. I was talking to, I think it's Addy. We were talking about a mode called FPV mode.
Oh, yeah. It's just airplane flight mode.
Right. So I was saying, on them, we had this conversation. We were talking about the Mavic Pro had a thing on there called fixed wing.
It just locks the gimbal. It just
locks it. But apparently, but this FPV mode doesn't lock the gimbal. It does something else. But I don't see how it. Addy said he doesn't lock the gimbal, but I can't see how it would actually.
It doesn't lock the pitch. You can pitch up and down, but you know.
I would have to go. To be honest with you, the argument, well, not the argument, the discussion I was having, we were talking about an FPV mode and fixed wing, and I said, surely it's the same thing.
It is.
And he said it's not the same thing, but I think it is.
Oh, maybe it's just the
I don't know.
Sports mode.
Well, no, a lot of times you put a drone in FPV mode and you'll get two separate screens. When we have goggles on, each eye is looking at a separate screen. Yeah. It just splits the screen.
No, I think he was just talking about. I don't know, but I just thought myself.
I'll hit Google.
Yeah, you'll have to, because I was trying to work out what the difference is between FPV mode and fixed wing. And I know, Jackie, I think your Platinum's actually got fixed wing on it, isn't it?
I don't know. I've never looked.
And I believe, if I remember rightly, you have to be travelling at around about 15 miles an hour before it actually works.
Oh.
Jackie, I want to see you do a barrel roll with platypus and a couple of loop-de-loops.
I've got a funny feeling that's not going to work.
Hey, after flying FPV drones for a little while, those GPS drones that we fly all the time are so underpowered. Oh my gosh, they're freaking pigs. They're like driving like an 18-wheeler truck. You put this thing in manual mode or in sports mode, you're doing 80 kilometers an hour.
I'll just crash it.
I mean, this little sucker right here, it's under 250 grams. And all you do is switch out the LiPo battery to a lithium-ion battery, and it flies over 25 minutes. So you got a long-range cruiser, and then you have an FPV drone. Oh my gosh! And the power, man. What?
Yeah, Terry knows all that.
That sounds like Terry's, yeah.
Does he just go?
You don't get excited with these things in your hand because it will zip somewhere and you're like, what the heck?
Right. Okay, well, it's that time again. And Al, thanks very much for coming on the show. Great to see you again. And you enjoy the rest of the day. And Terry, if you're watching, next week, 2 jokes. On that note, we'll catch you again. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Joining us tonight on the Drone Seekers Sunday Show. It's good night from us until next time. Stay safe and fly safe.